All right, so I got up early this morning, and I'm gonna do three separate hikes. I'm gonna do Chimney Beach, I'm gonna do Bonsai Rock, and then I'm also gonna do Hidden Beach. Now, I haven't done any of these before. I've watched a couple videos on it, not many. And so what I'll do is I'll give you a scale of 1 to 5. 1 being an easy walk, 5 being very difficult. So let's go. First walk, first hike is to Chimney Beach. All right, that's where I started up there. And you're gonna come down as kind of a steep incline, it looks, to get down to the water's edge. So my first impression is, be ready. Again, do it in the cool of the day where it's not so hot. But I'll show you as we get down closer to the water what it's like and see if it's really worth it. All right, overall, cutting down from the parking lot down to Chimney Beach, it's not that bad. It's going to take you, I'll say, from the parking lot where I was at, about a good 20-25 minute walk. Again, stop and enjoy it. Look at the things, look at the scenery. Stop and breathe it in because it's absolutely amazing. The water is just crystal clear. It's cool. Look at that. Wow. That's a great way to start the day, huh? All right, so we made it down to Chimney Beach. This is it. There's not a lot to it, but this is so peaceful. It's just early in the morning. The sun just came up. I mean, it's just cool. It's crisp air. Oh, I just absolutely love it. I'm just gonna chill here for a little bit and sort of enjoy the peace and quiet. And then one of the highlights is this leftover chimney here. And again, I'll put in the description below what this is from. There was a cabin here at one time, but this is all that's left is the chimney. Not only is it a beautiful a walk just down along the water's edge, around the lake here, but Chimney Rock, obviously what's most famous about this is the leftover chimney. Now, I didn't do enough history, didn't do enough background. What I'll do is I'll look at it, I'll search it, try to find out maybe what cabin, what house was here, because the only remains left is the chimney. You can come out here, obviously have a fire, enjoy the time, enjoy the lake, have your family down here, a little picnic or whatever. But what a beautiful place. I'm glad I got up early in the morning to do this. Pretty cool. All right, so that was hike number 1. Time to head out, get to the car, and go to our second destination, which is Bonsai Rock. All right, so we were hoping to get to Bonsai Rock, but 28 is down to 1 lane to where Bonsai Rock is. So the entrance to that is basically closed. So we're off at Hidden Beach, and I'm gonna walk down there. I parked down where the residence parking is, around maybe a quarter mile past the beach. But there's about 50 yards worth of open parking. So you do that, walk about 10 minutes to the beach. So far, pretty easy walk. Let's get down to the water's edge and see what it's like here at Hidden Beach. So you'll see getting down to the shoreline, this is much easier getting down to than it was over at Chimney Beach. So we're gonna take a walk along the shoreline, see if we can get into some nice spots to get some good photos. Look around me, the beach area is not that big, but obviously if you get here early enough, you can get a great spot. Lots of place to come in, go swimming, enjoy it. You're gonna wanna get out there, get some good pictures. I mean, just look at that. Look how green that is back there, just spectacular, stunning. But this is definitely a place you're gonna wanna come and spend a couple hours in, that's for sure. Yeah, it takes a little work to get around to this corner, but I was showing you those stairs that we went down. Gonna climb over those rocks there a little bit, not hard, but this is the spot you want to get to. Absolutely. Wow. I mean, look at that. That's amazing. Look how clear that water is. Wow. All right, well, that does it. We did two, well, I'll call it one hike and one walk down to Hidden Beach. But I'll tell you, going down to Chimney Beach was a great adventure, a great hike. And I told you on the scales of 1 to 5, I was going to tell you, heading down, you know, you're going to go down kind of a steep incline. So I'm going to call that about a 4 because you're going to have to come back up that. So be prepared for that. Again, early in the morning is good. But I'll walk along the water's edge there, along the lake, about a 2. You know, you got some things you got to go ahead and get around, but definitely worth the hike. Didn't get to go to Bonsai Rock because, again, as I said, 28 was sort of closed in that area. So went right over to Hidden Beach. And I'll tell you what, easy walk. I'll give it a 2 all day long. And you're going to want to come down here and spend a couple hours. Well, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed the scenery. Subscribe to our channel. And as always, keep dreaming, travel safe.